jumping into any business deals together. Let's put it that way.
I don't like you.
Yeah. I love you, but I don't like you.
you.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Thanks.
Cameron and Rupert are officially living together this season.
They are.
But I'm curious, do you believe that Cameron truly loves him and she wants a future with him, or is it also kind of her escaping Tony's wrath? And I'm saying this especially because I've seen the episode where she's struggling to bond with his kids, and I'm just like, I feel so bad for her because his daughter is such a pill, but I'm curious about that.
Yeah, she's a lot, right? I believe that both of those that you just said can coexist at the same time. Yes, she's escaping from Tony and also really, really afraid and looking for someone. We have to remember she has no family out here. She has no friends out here outside of Venturer. So with Rupert, she finds that security. He promises, like, if you play this way, I promise I got your back. So, she's resting in that. But I do think ever since Spain, she has fell in love with Rupert. And I think it is real for her. And I think she does see a future with him. And I think she does believe that maybe she could be the woman to change him. They do have a lot of similarities and they are each other's speed. So I think she believes that there's hope there. She's even in the way which she's trying so hard with his children. She's trying to show him, like, I can be a good mother. And I think ultimately Cameron is very ambitious and she's very alpha and she wants to win at life. But I think that also looks like having a family as well. I think she wants love and a real connection.
How do you think she would react to learning about Rupert's feelings for Taggie then?
Pissed. I think she's thinking that something is real going on here. And I also think it would throw her off because she is not expecting Taggie to be a threat. It's like Taggie is so innocent and wholesome and she doesn't even probably think, she knows what she does for Rupert sexually and mentally, that I don't even think she sees Taggie coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, Luca, I talked to David last fall when I visited the set, and he teased sort of this dynamic of Baz and Tony's relationship coming to play in some ambiguous way this season. I'm curious, what would it take to drive Baz away from Venture and going back to Tony, or is that even a possibility?
Oh, it's a very, very good question. I definitely think Baz and Tony, the brothers, are completely separate to Baz and Tony, the businessmen. I think the reason that Baz and Tony have such a fractious and sort of like divided relationship as family members is because of the fact that they share blood by their mother, but they've got different fathers. And I think David's character felt a little bit, Tony feels a little bit sort of out of pocket, knowing that he was sort of still sort of like the slightly more unloved brother, even despite not being the younger one or whatever. I think his father sort of still sort of took me on as his own, so to speak. But I think it would, in terms of what it would take for them to be sort of joined again, I'm not sure that would ever happen. I think the one thing about Baz is that he can look at things sort of objectively. I think he can take a step back. He's not the kind of person that wants to win so desperately like Tony. I think Baz is too cool for that, and I think the fact that he can sort of remove himself and look at their relationship as for what it is, which is just two brothers that don't always really see eye to eye. I love you because you're my blood, but I'll always be there for you, but I don't think we need to be jumping into any business deals together. Let's put it that way.
I don't like you.
I love you, but I don't like you. Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Sure. And you're not really supposed to do business with family anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like the big no-no, right?
Yeah, it probably
big
won't.
No.
Yeah.
And then Luca, I was surprised to see in some of the scenes in the first 3 episodes that Baz seems to be showing a little bit of interest in Taggie.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, he also showed interest in Maud last season.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a line that he's going to cross? Is that something that the show is going to lean into?
I think it's something. I think Baz being Baz, he's a bit of a playboy. It's no secret that he enjoys female company. I think. Obviously, Taggie is an incredibly beautiful woman. I think he sees that. I think, they have obviously been, by default, spending more time with each other because, Declan is part of Venturer, as is Baz, and obviously with Taggie being Declan's daughter, she's around, she's in and around, But I guess that's just something that we're gonna have to sort of see how it unfolds, I suppose. Yeah.
I guess I'm curious if he would do it knowing that Rupert has feelings for her.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't even know if Baz knows that Rupert has feelings for her at the moment. It feels like feels like Rupert has sort of
he has feelings for everybody.
He has feelings for everybody, but he's very much pardon the pun, but he's very much in bed with Cameron at the moment. He's like you said, they're living together. So why it doesn't really. Why would Rupert... And listen, Baz knows that Rupert is a man that will always do what he wants, and he doesn't really care who he offends. So, I think Baz sees it as if Rupert does, have feelings for Taggie, then why are you with Cameron? So I think, and obviously, men in the 80s weren't really known for sort of being very, very open with their feelings, and,
Yeah.
So I think it's his guess is as good as anybody else's as to why he's not with Taggie. But yeah. It's fair game for Baz, I imagine.
Speaking about Tony and Nafessa, is there ever a possibility of Cameron and Tony sort of settling their differences, or are the bridges burned at this point?
Ooh, I think for now the bridge is pretty burnt at this point. But you never know. Sometimes you got to play the game to get what you want. So Cameron wants to win too. But for now, I don't think that would ever be repaired. Not at this current moment. It was too much damage was done, and I think she also knows Tony just as well as Tony knows Tony, and she knows how ruthless and dangerous he can be. And I mean, she did what she did to him because he abused her. Like, he physically put his hands on her. So I don't think it's safe for that to even be repaired right now. But it's rivals, and you never know.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It can go anywhere.
That's very fair. Well, I want to thank you guys for talking with me. That's all my time that I have with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love this show. Such an amazing show. Love both of your characters.
Thank you.
Nafessa, I've loved you in Black Lightning.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to see you in this show again.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for talking
Bye.
Thank you. So lovely to see you. Thank you.